Hey guys, it's Yuzora, and today we will be talking about the new Tier 7 premium Soviet destroyer, the Tashkent 39. So, logically this name is going to sound quite familiar, since, well, you already know Tashkent at Tier 9 in the gunboat branch of the Soviet destroyers. Well, the similarity, of course, except for the hull, it pretty much ends here. Because unlike the vast majority of the Soviet destroyers, Tashkent 39 is far more focused on her torpedo armament. In case it wasn't obvious enough, her main battery only consists of three 130mm guns. I think it's the same as on the Leningrad and such. But yeah, you're only stuck with three of them, and trust me, even against destroyers of the same tier, you will struggle quite a lot in a gunfight. But, well, it's not the end of the world because she just isn't going to actively engage other destroyers. As I said, she's far more oriented towards attacking larger targets with her torpedoes. And when it comes to her torpedo armament, well, it's pretty solid, honestly. She's armed with 9 torpedoes in total in 3 different launchers, with for this tier a good range of 10 kilometers, and the reload is, well, it's alright, I guess, for 9 torpedoes. It's 100 seconds. And on top of that, she also have a very nice low reaction time of only 100 seconds. Sorry, of only 7 seconds. So yeah, generally speaking, it is definitely a solid torpedo armament, especially when you consider that she has on top of that torpedo reload booster. So on 2 occasions, she can drop up to 18 torpedoes in a very short time. So yeah, for this tier, it's definitely a substantial torpedo armament. To help her in that duty, she also happens to be... Actually, she's the fastest ship in the entire game in terms of base speed. She can go up to 34.8 knots. Yeah. So the closest would be, I think, Kleber with... Well, Kleber and Marceau with 44 knots. And these are tier 10 ships. Like, at tier 7 there is just nothing coming anywhere near the speed that she can reach. I personally went with using Swift in Silence on top of that. And with speed boost active and also with the Sierra Mike flag, she can reach a really ludicrous 54.4 knots. So yeah, she's pretty damn fast at tier 7. If you have the occasion, you can just basically blitz on a completely unexpected position. Logically, we'll try to find the broadside of an enemy ship, and you can just then dump all of your torpedoes on them, and well, they have pretty much no way to actually know you're here. But there is a massive but. The problem is that at the same time, while she might be the fastest destroyer in the game, she also has the worst concealment by far at tier 7. With a pretty horrible 7.6 km spotting range by sea. That means that, well, every destroyer that's in that matchmaking range can just outspot her. Well, almost everything, okay, almost everything. And that makes her life quite problematic at times, since she can very easily get zoned out of the game simply about the other destroyers just literally existing. The thing is that she can't just make them run away because she has no firepower to speak of. And if she isn't able to sneak around to get her torpedoes in action, well, yeah, have fun basically. Also, you have to keep in mind that when you are facing tier 8 or tier 9 ships, you will be facing, you know, radars, you'll be facing, well, aircraft carriers, you will now be facing hybrids that are especially popular these days, especially on the NA server. So yeah, there's quite a lot of things that can just ruin our days. Especially considering that the RNTR is pretty much non-existent. Like, the DPS is especially bad, and on top of that you only have a 2.5 kilometer range. So yeah, any sort of CVs that decide to go for you, or hybrids or whatever, there isn't exactly anything that can stop them except you just using either your smoke or speeding around and hoping that they miss. And considering that the ship is virtually large, like it's a Tashkent, it's pretty much one of the largest destroyers in the game. Especially at this tier, it's actually the largest. So yeah, as much as she is fast, she isn't exactly hard to hit in terms of overall size. So yeah, that's the problem. Like, in terms of torpedo armament, she's definitely very good. But actually getting the torpedoes in action, this is where it gets pretty problematic. Now, arguably, because, well, that still needs to be said, I personally suck at torpedo destroyers. I need to be honest with you, I'm definitely not a torpedo destroyer player. But even then, I consider myself not be too trash at this game, I think. And yeah, Tashkent, she definitely got me struggling pretty damn hard. So it's not exactly a ship I would recommend, honestly. Especially considering the way she will actually be released. Because yeah, basically Tashkent will be part of the upcoming event called Marine Stock Exchange, which should be starting either Thursday or Friday. And the event will work the following way. Basically, you will have tokens that you can buy with resources. You can also spend doubloons to improve the exchange rate, so getting more tokens by spending less of these resources. And then with these tokens, you are able to buy 3 ships, which are all tier 7 premiums, the Hood, so tier 7 battleship, or British battleship, sorry, the Goretia, Italian cruiser, and the Tashkent 39. The thing is that, well, considering the other 2 choices, not quite sure why you would go for Tashkent first. Like, if you have enough resources from what I understood, you can definitely get all 3 of them. But yeah, the Tashkent should definitely be at the bottom of my list, because the Hood, it's definitely a strong tier 7 battleship. The Goretia, it's quite solid for a tier 7 cruiser. The Tashkent? Yeah, well, tier 7 torpedo destroyer, which happens to be particularly situational because of a horrible concealment and buffer zone between concealment and torpedo range. And that would get bullied away by any sort of high amount of destroyers or planes or radar or whatever. Not exactly sure that I would like to spend resources and even less doubloons on this one. I don't know. In my opinion, unless you're a big fan of history and want to get the ship, especially in that configuration, for the rather important historical value of it, I mean, sure, why not? Especially if as you can currently see, the blue cruiser camouflage. But yeah, otherwise, no, just no. I don't know. Just far too situational, far too affected by matchmaking for me to give it a recommendation. But yeah, at this point, that's basically all I needed to say. The game, as you can see, it's basically over, so no need to drag it further than that. So yeah, as I said it, the Tashkent, unless you're a particularly big fan of history, not much point getting that ship. Rather focus on, if you don't have them, the Hood and the Gorizia. Anyway, that's all for me, guys.